Hammerhead 7 here, the first Friday of January 2015. It is January 9th. This week I'm going to talk mainly about what happened in France. 12 people being killed for their First Amendment right, free speech. But I'm going to tackle one thing right now that is not getting a lot of attention. But progressives and some liberals, so-called liberals, aka authoritarians, but mainly progressives, are pointing out there has been a bombing, an office of NAACP in Colorado. Which kind of is fucked up, but then I looked it up. I believe it's in Colorado, the Gazette. I'll put up the link below. It wasn't a bomb. It was more like, it seemed like a firecracker because it didn't destroy anything. And if it was really... I seen the pictures where it was, and some cops are saying this may not be for, race related. Because where the bomb was put was at a barber shop. And the NAACP office just happens to be in the same damn building. But the TYT network and progressives, David Pakman showed all of them. Say, oh, look at this. What happened here? Attack on NAACP. Bull fucking shit. Half-truths again. Half-truths, full lies. That's what TYT Network does. That's what Kokolinsky does. David Pakman does. Sam Cedar does. Half-truths, full lies. Cenk, Anna, all of them from TYT. The young turds. Don't believe me? I'll put up the link. Okay? Where the bomb was set up. Or firecracker. It's a firecracker. Because it did not destroy shit. Okay? Now, for the real subject. 12 people, whether it be men or women, were killed this week in France. Sorry for those people and their families. Over their satirical take on Muhammad or religion. Personally, I'm Catholic, but I don't wear it like, I'm like, oh, he get it. No, I'm not. I'm not an overzealous Christian. I'm not overzealous. If you make fun of my religion, I don't really care. Because that's your prerogative. It won't offend, it may offend me or not. But I won't do physical harm on you or should anyone. It's speech. But if you threaten my family, well, that's a different story. But if you're just being funny or trying to insult me through that, you won't get any rise out of me. But these people apparently got a rise out of some Islamic extremists. Supposedly these guys were Al-Qaeda affiliated. But wait a minute, didn't they say Al-Qaeda was dead a year ago, something like that? And then ISIS took over? Oh, wait a minute. They're all the fucking same. But here's the deal with this. I've actually looked at the video and a few times, and it seems like these guys had some kind of training. Now, they say it's two brothers. And one guy used to have a aspiring rapper. Who cares? But I don't completely believe the mainstream media, because mainstream media has in the past at least 10 years, if not more, has been in a mockingbird type of journalism. Pretty much, it is, and I'm going to sum it down, where they'll just say whatever the government says. Pretty much. All talking points. Now, Fox News, some idiot there, I think name is Eric Bolling, says, this is why we need to over-militarize the police. The utter stupidity of the man, the utter stupidity of whoever else agrees with that guy, it's just idiotic. Just plain old idiotic. This was an attack on free speech, yes. But you got to look at who would gain from this. You got to look at why now. When these guys, I guess, they got bombed before in 2011 because of their satirical take on Muhammad. Which, mind you, is fucked up, yeah. But here's the deal. And progressives are going to compare this to Christians. The young turds and whoever else are going to compare this. And the comedians are going to compare this to Christians. When the fuck did the last time did a Christian group or any fucking Christian bomb anyone or hurt anyone for making fun of Jesus or God or any fucking other saints? When the fuck did that last happen? And when the fuck was it condoned? My problem is how progressives actually condoned this. France actually, I wouldn't say they had a hand in it, but somebody in their government that they don't know, or somebody, had a hand in this. Now, I'm not saying it's an outright false flag, but you got to look at the policies of the France foreign policy now. They've actually joined on funding the Syrian rebels, aka actually is Al Qaeda, with NATO, which America is part of. Their foreign policy is pretty much the same as the foreign policy as our government, or this foreign bank, globalist run government that we have. But progressives and most conservative news won't tell you that. That's what's happening. It's complicated if you don't know what the hell's going on. But it's sad that people are going to buy into this shit without thinking. And say, oh no, we got to be even harder on some people are going to be, we got to strike harder and free speech, got to stick to it. And some people, I guess, mainstream media, CNN, MSNBC, and some other ones, I guess, didn't opt out to censor themselves, showing the Charlie Hebdo cartoons to not offend anyone or to not offend Muslims. But you know what? They always show, all these mainstream assholes always show Christians in a bad light, whether it be satirical or whether it be not satirical. But if it's bad, some Christian doing something bad, hey, expose it, fine. But if it's something satirical, they always show it no matter what. They make fun of Christians all the time. And what do Christians do? Wag their finger, that's about it. Shake their head. Do they bomb anybody? Do they shoot anybody? Do they harm it? No. Bad look. Give you a bad look. Oh, whoop de do. But I'm not saying this is committed by all Muslims. No, Muslim, for the most part, in my home country, we have Muslims all there. They're peaceful people. But this is what it's being perpetrated by people that buy into the bullshit they've seen. And because most of this Al-Qaeda, ISIS now is really not even Islamic, not even Arabic. They're foreign born and they join. But they don't really know what the fuck they're joining. They think it's fucking trendy. I got a video that I'm going to put on the link that actually explains a lot better than I would how terrorism really works. But I'm going to do my own video on that, what really goes on. But please, if there's any legislation going forward to restrict internet, anything because of we don't want to offend anyone, that type of shit, because of that reason, don't go for it. But you'll hear progressives talk about, FCC, the government has to take over net neutrality. It's not about net neutrality. It's about net control. It's about control your speech, control what you do online. Because pretty much that's the last frontier that the government really can't get a hold of, a foothold in to control people. But the progressives and liberal authoritarians would love it. Some would be naive to think that that's what the government's doing to keep it neutral. That's very naive if you believe that. I'll tell you now, it's not about that. Whenever government wants to be involved, it's always about control. It's always about restricting. That's why progressives must not. I'm not restricting their free speech. I'm not saying, hey, don't listen to them. That's your prerogative. But be mindful of what you're listening to. Are you for freedom? Are you for your own freedom? Are you for people's freedom? Or do you just want to restrict people's behaviors? Because that's what progressivism is all about. Controlling people's behavior. Because they believe, their whole platform is, if you don't believe the way I do, then you're wrong. For me, you don't have to believe the way I do. That's fine. That's up to you. Free choice. You have the choice to listen to me or not. But think for yourself. Critical thinking. Okay? Hammer Hitter 7 out.